New episode, Trade Legends. We have got Dean Franklin in. So Dean is the owner of ADL Air Conditioning, and most people will know it. Well, not most people, that's probably wrong within the trades. A lot of people will know you off the back of winning The Apprentice this year.
That's it.
Good winner. Shout. Well done, mate. Well done. So we are going to come on to the whole apprentice thing, but I want to get a little bit of a backstory for you. What sort of drives you to have your own business, prior to The Apprentice? So sort of give us a bit of a background in where you come from out of school. Yeah. I'm assuming you didn't go straight into the trades. I probably assume wrong, but just the way you are, the sort of person you come across, I would say there's been a bit of a path. This is where you turn around and go, no, I went straight into whatever. Yeah. But no, I just think what I'm picking up from you, there's been a little bit of a...
Been a bit of a messy path, to be fair.
Right, okay, so we can... Depends how far you want to go into the thing. But yeah, coming out of the back end of school, give us a sort of an overview of that, and then an overview of leading into ADL, and then we can lead on to The Apprentice.
Leaving school, I mean, I barely left with any GCSEs. I didn't do great in school. And I don't know, I just always knew I was going to have my own business one day. I just didn't know what it would be. Yeah. And I think I just struggled to find my feet at first. Done this, done that, got sacked from this job, fired from that.
What sort of jobs were they then doing?
So I was doing loads, shop fronts.
Was your parents trades people?
No.
Where were they? Just to sort of put a little bit
so
of
my parents, my mum, she works in a school.
Okay.
And my dad's a train driver.
Right, okay.
So none of them have really had any sort of business experience. Yeah. And that goes for the whole of my family. You know, my aunts, uncles, none of them have ever owned a business. So that to us was new and quite scary. But I sort of liked that idea. Yeah. You know, I was always told to sort of go out, get a good job, and then you can live month to month on your paychecks. And that didn't sit well with me. And I thought, no, I want more than that.
Is this from like during school? You know, was you a bit of this is going to sound massively stereotypical. Was you a bit of a kid that would bring the sweets in and sell them for a bit more money at school? Was you that guy?
I was always up to a little hustle. Yeah. I weren't selling sweets. Yeah. I was a bit more involved than that.
Right, okay.
So I was buying, like I said on another podcast the other week, when The Loot come out. Do you remember The Loot?
The TV show?
Nah, the paper.
No.
So, you know Marketplace on Facebook? Yeah. It's like a paper version of that. Right, this was before the internet. So The Loot would come out on a Thursday. I would go to the shop and buy it. I'd only be like 13 at the time. And I would be literally just scanning it, reading it. Right, there's a PlayStation there, a Nintendo 64 there.
I got you.
And then I would use my birthday money to go and buy these gaming consoles. Right. And then I was flipping them. And yeah, driving my parents crazy, going here, buy that.
So you was finding it. So was this like nationwide?
Not nationwide, but
London.
Local.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, local.
So you'd say to them, right, come on, we've got a Super Nintendo to go and grab.
Yeah, and I'd go and buy it. I was always buying random stuff as well, like Pac-Man machines, just anything I could get my hands on, or anything I thought I could sell on. And I used to be really good at it, and I've always done that. That's always been like a little side hustle of mine. Cars, vans, trucks, whatever. So again, I think I bought my first car at like 14, 15. Yeah. Sold it, earned about 300 quid.
I think I did that with a Mini. I've said it loads of times. I'm a massive car guy, so I bought and sold cars. But I remember buying a Mini for like 50 quid back in whenever it was. Yeah, and just selling out, and you get the buzz from that. I get the buzz from the chase of getting that deal. You got to buy it at the right price. The money's made when you're buying it. Yeah,
I get the buzz of the negotiation. Yeah. So you're haggling down, and then when you're selling it, they're trying to haggle you down, but you just got to stick to your guns. Yeah. That's what I love. Yeah. I love everything about like negotiating and
so that was sort of inbred in you then early days at school.
Yeah.
So you've come out of school then. Did you know where did you want to go? You know when you're at school, right? I want to be a whatever.
I didn't know. No? I didn't know where I wanted to be. But my parents always said to me, look, get a trade. You can work anywhere in the world and you can charge what you want. Yeah. So that to me, that's no brainer. I'm going to get a trade. Yeah. So believe it or not, I tried to do plumbing.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it.
Not for you.
I've got a plumbing
Did
degree.
you go to like college? How far into it did you get?
So I got my level 2.
Okay.
So I got my level 2 in plumbing. Didn't like it. I wanted to do a Sparks, wanted to be an electrician. So I tried to do that. Applied for an apprenticeship in electrical. And the guy there, they done air conditioning as well. And this is what he said to me. He said, right, Dean, I want you to do air conditioning. So I don't want to do it. He said, try it. So I tried it and realised how good I was at it, and then it just sort of just went from there, really.
What was you taking in with the air conditioning then?
So we was
what did you
installing.
get? Like when you say you was good at it, what bit of it sort of clicked with you?
Yeah, I just picked it up, like you're saying, with the benders, pipe, and running all that in. It just clicked, and I just thought, no, like there's more to this, you know. Like we was in the commercial side, but the gap still for me was people's homes.
Right.
No one was doing it.
Yeah, because we just chatted off camera, and it seems to be in the cities. It's the big commercial thing.
Everyone goes for the big projects. There's big money involved.
Yeah.
But if you ever did lose that contract, you're going to lose your company with it.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and that's what I didn't like. So I was sort of playing it safe. You know, I'm sort of at the bottom. I'm the one going around getting all the little jobs.
Getting the scraps at the bottom.
That's it. But someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Someone will feed off them scraps.
Yeah.
So you took to air conditioning. You're like, right, this is it. So what's the journey then to setting up your business? Are you?
Yeah. So I've done the apprenticeship. I was an engineer. Then I worked my way up. I was a supervisor.
For a company, I assume.
Yeah, so these were a few different companies.
Yeah.
So I chopped and changed. You know, I had to, if you wanted more money, you went to a different company.
Yeah.
So I come off the tools and I was a supervisor. And that's where I learned the sort of business behind it, how to quote the jobs and how to negotiate and plan the routes and stuff like that. That's what I learned from becoming a supervisor. And then lockdown hit. But bearing in mind, all this, I met Alex. Alex is my business partner.
Right, okay.
I met him at my apprenticeship. So we actually done our apprenticeships together.
Did you work together at the companies you was at? Okay.
Yeah. So we just clicked.
You've always been a team, if you like.
Literally, always been a team. And I think once I sort of knew the business, knew what I was doing, it was a no-brainer to be doing it for myself.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this for somebody else? And we've always done our private work. So we was earning more money on the weekend than we was during the week. So it's a no-brainer.
I think that is the sort of a transition with a lot of tradesmen when they go on their own. It's the bits they're doing at weekends. And all of a sudden, they're doing the weekend stuff and the Saturday's rolling into the Sunday. And then it's, we'll have Monday off and we can finish that and get weighed in. And then all of a sudden you go, do you know what? If we go full on,
that's
we can earn more money.
If you're earning more money at work and then you are in work, it's a no-brainer. But I think every good business starts like that. It's a side hustle that then becomes your real hustle.
Yeah. So you've done that sort of phase where you go in, you and Alex go, look, I think we should go on our own now.
We give it a go. So
when was that? That was in pandemic time.
That was in the lockdown. So we took the jump in lockdown, which was a scary time.
When we was in full lockdown?
Full lockdown. So very weird.
So how did you go about
setting
a business up in lockdown?
Yeah. So it was hard. It was hard because people...
I bet people didn't want to know, did they?
People didn't want to know, but then they did because it's air conditioning. This was the hottest summer ever.
Yes.
And people were locked up at home and they're used to going to their office where it's nice air conditioning.
Yeah, they're used to it.
And they were struggling. So people were literally ringing us up and they were saying, I'll pay you double if you can come round and install my air conditioning unit. People were throwing money at us in lockdown.
Really? I remember that lockdown period, and I may not have said it before, but there was this sort of area where I would go to someone's house because we could work because we were classed as essential workers being plumbers. So we could go and you'd knock on the door and Mr. Smith would answer the door and you'd have to gauge in that few minutes of that guy could be on his arse. He could have been, his business has gone. He could be on his arse, or you had the other end of it where people were just pulling money in left, right, and centre. So I remember knocking on doors and going, I've come to fix whatever. How I'd always say to them, "How you doing?" They go, "We, been laid off," and then you just play it down. Other lads would be like, "Fucking killing it," and you'll be like,
"I'm at home. I'm on furlough. I'm earning silly money."
There was a lot of money knocking around.
There was,
and I suppose that played into your hands. Then.
Everyone was doing extensions, garden rooms, loft rooms. All that side of things, they just need air conditioning.
Yeah.
Garden room, essentially. Yeah. And
like you say, I didn't think of it. People have been in them offices and they're used to it. They're coming home and they ain't got it and they want it.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't go to work. If you didn't have air conditioning, you wouldn't go to work.
Yeah.
So why are you now living in a home without air conditioning?
Shoehorned into a little shed at the bottom of in the back of your house or the garage conversion, yeah.
Yeah.
So you and Alex set up in lockdown then? And did you have to, I'm prying a little bit, did you have to get like business loans at that point?
No.
You put all your money into it? Because I was going to say, I'm sure banks weren't giving out.
Yeah, we didn't do nothing like that.
And because you had no history, you wouldn't have got your bounce back loans and all that sort of stuff that went around. So you literally went in, pulled your money together.
Yeah, we put our money in and it just avalanched since then. Like literally, it was just like the snowball effect. We started off and then this person would recommend us to this person because we weren't really advertising. Right. It was mainly word of mouth and we were just flying.
Was you doing social media at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, we was doing the social media.
Was that helping as well?
It was helping, but that was our portfolio. So we'd say to our customers, look, this is what we can do. This is our work. This is how good we are. And then that's when people would buy into it because they can see the work that we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. And was it all mainly residential? You didn't do any commercial, you and Alex?
We done a few bits and pieces.
But you was going specifically for the...
Yeah, that's what I see the gap in the market was the residential. So that's what we stuck to.
Yeah. And how did you sort of push... How did you push through COVID and what point was you like, right, we need to start taking more people on? Because I assume it was just you two.
Yeah. So it was me and Alex. We was probably about a year in. It was just me and him knocking about, two vans. And then we got an apprentice.
Yeah.
And then we got another one. And then, it just kept going.
And it just built from there?
Just built from there.
So the demand was there then? So at what point before the apprentice thing happened, where was you at with your business there?
Yeah, we were still doing really well. You know, I went on to the apprentice just to get some brand awareness, get my face out there, get us out there, and mainly to get Lord Sugar on board. It's because he can put me in front of people I can never get in front of.
Yeah.
And that was the main sort of reason. You know, he can open up doors for us, and who knows where we can take it with him behind us.
So when did that sort of seed of going on the apprentice start then? And why was it you and not Alex?
Yeah. So I've always fancied myself for it. I've always watched the show.
Is Alex like you?
Alex is...
Or is he the opposite of you?
Yeah, he's the yin and I'm the yang.
Yeah,
you know? But that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
You know, he's really chilled out. I'm chilled out. But we are different, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Because he sometimes calms me down a bit if I want to go for like a big job or this is happening. He'll say, right, look, can we actually do it? And we'll come to an agreement. It's good to have two minds other than one.
Does he put you right on some things where you're like, I want to do this, and he's...
No, we do disagree with things.
Right.
We've never argued, and that's rare.
Yeah.
We've never disagreed or argued or anything like that. It's always we've just spoke about everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we just get along so well.
So you put yourself forward. What was the discussion like between you and him?
So
what
was
it like, I fancy doing that?
Yeah, I've always said to him, I'm going to get on that show and I'm going to win it.
You specifically wanted to do the apprentice?
I've always said it. I've said it to my friends, family, I've said it to Alex loads of times. Yeah. And to be fair, he's always supported me, and so has my wife. They've always pushed me and like, yeah, do it. If you think you can do it, do it.
So how do you go about applying for that then?
So it's a long audition process. You have to fill in your forms. I think there's about 80,000 applicants that apply for it. And then you go through the audition process and then they select their candidates.
So you have to whittle it down. Do you have to go like the initial papers in or whatever, and then is there like a screening of...
There's loads of things.
Like 500, 600, 700 of you, and then down again and again.
Yeah. So there's all different rounds. But again, I can't really say too much.
Right, okay. Yeah. I don't want to... If I'm going too far into it, just let me know. That's sound. Yeah. But the whole thing around The Apprentice, and then you got through to the rounds, and then the filming starts. So when did you start filming it then? Can you say that?
Probably not, but we started filming
Was it last year?
No, it was last year. Yeah. So we started filming last year, and I went away. I was away for like nearly 3 months, just under 3 months.
Solid.
So
do you have contact with your family?
You get one phone call.
At what, a week?
Every 7 to 10 days, depending when the task fell. So that in itself, that was the killer for me. That was the real struggle, being away from the family.
Because you got 2 young kids,
I've got 2 kids, yeah.
So they would have been... What age are they, if you don't mind me asking? What age are they now?
They're 7 and 9.
So they're at really pivotal times for the old man to be away for 3 months.
100%, yeah.
And I bet that... I've seen some of the interviews that you've done, and you've always said, what was the quote? You'll know what it was. About... where is it? About being... there is it most interesting. What was it most interesting about you? Was your wife and your kids?
Yeah.
So that is your driving force. So to be away from your wife and your kids for 3 months, with one call every...
It was hard. But going back to that comment, the most interesting thing about me is my wife and kids. You know, my kids, they're the ones that coming up with all these mad ideas. Yeah. I go to work and come home. I'm not interested. Like,
Yeah,
they're the interesting
yeah,
ones.
yeah. You're right there. You just go and do what you do.
Yeah.
And the kids are the ones that make you the person that they want you to be.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking up to you all the time. So to be away from them for 3 months. So is that filming process as intense as it looks?
It's worse than it looks.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 100% more intense than what it looks on the telly.
Because you're thrown into a house with how many people is there to start with?
18. There's 18 contestants.
So have you got a film crew in that house as well?
Not a film crew. You've got a house crew.
Right. So they just sort of mill around.
They just, make sure nothing's going on, you know.
Oh, okay.
They
So
keep
you've
an eye
got
on you.
18 of you, say you're getting a bit leery on the beer or whatever.
You're not allowed beer.
Are you not?
No. You're not allowed anything.
Really?
You're not allowed nothing. Not even allowed to watch.
So what do you do? Not a what? A watch?
You're not even allowed to watch.
Is there no clocks in the building then?
No clocks.
So why is that? Is that a thing that is put in by the production team to
Yeah. So that's put
sort
in.
of stress you out?
They take you and put you into their bubble. And once you're in their bubble, that's it. There's no contact with the outside world. There's nothing. So it's very, very restricted. You are stripped of your armour.
See, you've got I'm sure during the process of getting to being on it, they're prepping you for that.
Yeah, they tell you all this.
Because they can't just throw in.
Yeah.
I would massively struggle with that.
No.
I would like to think quite a resilient person, but to be controlled, not probably in control, but in that bubble.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. And they do warn you.
Yeah.
They say to you, look, this is what's going to happen. Like, you sure you want to go for this?
And I suppose they'll pick up if you're a little wavering a bit.
Yeah, you have to go through all these medical exams as well. So there's a lot on there. I don't know how much of this you can run, but
Yeah. No, it's massively interesting the way that the background of it. So how did you prepare for that going into it? Because obviously you've said to your missus, I'm getting through to the final or the final stages.
Yeah.
So then you've got to have the conversation with her, going, I'm going to be away.
Yeah.
3 months. And how was she?
She was all right.
Was she all right?
I think she knew.
She knows the end
That's
goal.
it. That's it. It's not like I'm going on a boys' holiday. I'm going on there for us.
Yeah.
You know, I could potentially win this thing and change our lives.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what's happened.
Yeah. So what out of that would you say was the best experience of that whole thing?
I think the whole experience in itself was the best thing about it. You know, you wake up every morning and you don't know what's going on. You're going to be... You go
Do they
to the
not
airport.
prep you at any point of what's coming?
No, you're not. You're not allowed to know anything that happens.
So
So every time you wake up...
Because they give you that call, don't they? That is it?
Yeah, you get
half
the
an
wake
hour
up call.
Yeah.
And you got to get ready and stuff. But it's the excitement of not knowing what you're doing. You know, you're going to go and create a hot sauce, or you're going to go create an Easter egg, or you're going to Turkey. You know, you didn't know. And that was the best thing about
Anticipation of it.
That don't happen in real life.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like being on a school trip as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, you're just getting carted around, you're going here, there,
I'll
and
just sit on the
everywhere.
bus.
Yeah.
When I get off, I'll see what it's all about.
You had no worries like that. Like, you ain't got
Yeah.
to worry about anything. You ain't got, oh, where's my phone or anything like that. It's
How
everything's
how
taken
was
from
that, taking the phone? Were you someone that relies on their phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone all the time.
So taking that off, I bet that was a really...
It was good.
I was good. Yeah.
It was a good break. Because at the start, when I said about going on to the show and they're warning you and stuff, they said to me, look, you're going to be away from your family for like 2.5 months. You ain't going to have no phone, no contact with work. I'm thinking, yes.
Yeah.
Sign
The
me
dream.
up. This sounds like a holiday.
Yeah.
And then, it weren't.
So how's ADL running when you're away? Alex is just
So
seeing everything.
Alex and the girls, Chloe and Amy, they were both chipping in.
Yeah.
And they were doing a lot. They were very busy. It was summer when I went away. And they done really well. They smashed it.
And also just putting the whole... Obviously, you and Alex have built that business up.
Yeah.
But you just sort of go in, I'm not going to be about... That's got to be scary and all.
It is.
Because your end goal in The Apprentice was about that business.
Yeah.
But you're going away from it, and you don't know what's happened in them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I dare say something massive happened. It would have got to you, or whatever. But you're then doing the end process. You know, your pitch at the end.
Yeah.
You don't know what's happened in the last 3 months for your business.
No, you don't. I'm hearing through like Chloe, my wife.
Yeah.
Like I'd have the 10-minute phone call with her, and like the last 3 minutes, I'd be like, right, what's going on at the company? Da 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 da. And she'd just fire off all these questions that she's got to ask me. But yeah, I knew they were doing well.
Yeah.
So there was no worry there.
And how was the team, your ADL team? Could you tell them that you was going on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
They knew I was on it.
Right. Okay. And during the filming of it, was there, obviously, I know there was a few points where you were sort of on the line, but was there one pivotal point where you was like, this is me done, I'm getting fired?
Yeah, I mean, I made a few mistakes on the tasks. There was moments I thought I could be fired, definitely.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I managed to get my way through some way or another.
And is there a point in it where you go, I reckon I've got this? As a confident person, you'll have thought that all the way along. But is there one point where you've gone, I reckon I'm in?
Yeah, I think I always had that in my head.
Yeah.
You got to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't, what's the point of going on there?
Yeah.
I always thought, I'm going on this to win it. I'm not going on this to take part. So I always, had a little word with myself. Right, come on, you can do this. You're going to win it, and just stuck to the game plan.
And when you're putting that plan together at the end of the one that they go through,
the business plan.
How many times did you go through that to make sure that it was airtight?
Not that many.
Did you not?
Not that many. So I've never written a business plan before.
I wouldn't know where to start.
No.
I genuinely wouldn't know where to start.
My business plan, I think, was about 15 pages. Yeah. There was candidates on there, they had 100 pages, 150 pages. Like, to be fair, like my business is quite simple, really. We install air conditioning. Like, what else am I meant to write? And you're coming up with all these figures
anymore, can you?
And it's all just like a finger in the air. You're just picking a number out of the air. Yeah. You know, what are you going to be earning in 5 years' time?
Yeah.
How are you going to answer that?
Yeah, you don't know, do you?
You don't know.
That's always that projection question's always been one that I'm like, you watch Dragon's Den and all these other things, and they go, "What are you predicting to do in 5 years?" I'm like, well,
it's a
you
guess.
don't know what's going to happen, do you?
You don't.
So, what do you think, Lord? I think there was one bit in it that Lord Sugar was relayed back to him that massively gave you a head start against the others, and it was that quote about your missus and kids. Obviously, a lot of work as well, but I think that just sort of resonated because when you said that and the woman's face lit up when you said it, and I was like, I think that is part of what helped you to get that deal. I personally, as a bloke with missus, kids and stuff like that, it just sort of went, I think that's...
Yeah, I think he just liked me.
Like, he could see himself in you.
He said that. He said them exact words. I see a lot of myself in you, Dean. And that's a massive compliment. Yeah. From someone like him to say that, it's massive. And
is there like a WhatsApp group with him in? This is one from the boys out there. Honestly, he's like,
I've got him on WhatsApp.
Have you?
Yeah.
Pinging him little memes and stuff like that.
I sent him some number plates the other day. I said, I want these number plates.
Did you? Oh, I love a number plate. Honestly, I've got number plates on my vans and cars and that. But I think that's a massive... what for your business? ADL plates.
So it was you hired and you fired.
Wicked. Yeah. And what's he say?
It's not for him.
It's not in the business plan. He won't sign that one off. Yeah, but I think that's a massive branding thing. The amount of people, I've got toilet on my van, the amount of people that double take it, then if I'm parked up grabbing a coffee or whatever,
good plate.
People will just literally knock on the van. Sorry, Jack. You ain't got to edit it. Knock on the van and go, I love your plate. I need a plumber. Bang, there's your card. Yeah. I think it's a wicked talking point.
Yeah, I've got all my vans and trucks. Yeah. AC 73 ADL or AC ADL. Yeah, they've all got them.
Yeah, but you won't go for it.
No,
what's he got? AMS one.
AMS one.
Yeah. Al's jotted some questions out to me as well. What was your biggest business takeaway from working with Lord Sugar?
Good question. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think is a very good one. You know, if you can ask someone for help and you need help, just ask. You know, because it gets to a point when you're in business and you have to pay for these things now. If you want help, you have to pay for it. So if you're in a position where you can ask someone for help and they can guide you and it's for free, take that advice. Yeah,
because everyone don't know everything, do they? I think there's a lot to be said about someone saying, what's this?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
We're all winging it to some certain extent. No one knows the full game plan. No one knows exactly what they're doing. Everyone's winging it. Yeah. Which I don't think is a bad thing. You know, I've been there and done it. I've gone for jobs I don't really know nothing about, but I'll learn after I've got the job how to do that job.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that.
It's a good thing.
But sometimes that instills that shit. I've got to.
Yeah,
I'm in
you've
now.
got to.
I've got to sort it out. I've got to go on YouTube and find out how to do it.
You're in too deep.
I've done it. I've been on jobs, and I'm sure you have as well. I've been on jobs where I've been, say there's a boiler or a tap or something. You're like, never seen that before.
But you're going to do it.
Bang, of course you are, because you're the only one.
You'll figure it out afterwards.
Yeah, 100%.
There's nothing wrong with that.
100%. And it does. It just gives you that little bit of drive. And then when you've done it, like, yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Something that will always stick in your head. What one decision would you have changed in the process? Is there like one certain bit you go, I should have fucking done them meatballs different or something like that?
I kick myself over the interviews, where I sat in the chair and I started talking a bit of rubbish. But that was just me crumbling.
Nerves?
Yeah. I crumbled.
It properly intense?
It's so intense.
Where did you do yours? Was it the Shard?
No, so it was one of the buildings. I don't know what one.
Right.
You just get taken into the taxi and then that's it, you go walking up. 22 Bishopsgate, I think it was.
Right.
I think that rings a bell for some reason. I could be wrong. But we was at the top of the building. Views are just insane. But the pressure behind the interviews is just next level.
Because you obviously sat there. How many of you was sat there that last bit?
5. So that's the final 5.
Yeah.
Final 5 go through to interview stage. But as
they
a viewer,
sit you there. They sit you, don't they? And even that, you don't. It's like a game of poker, isn't it?
It is. And they know what they're going to fire at you. You're sitting there just like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
You don't know what's coming. And he whips out that photo. Don't know if you see that photo.
Which one was that?
Where I've got the dildo stuck to the air conditioning
talk
unit.
us through this. Talk us through this. Right, set the scene, Dean, for this picture. And
so I'm sitting there, interview, got Mike Suter opposite me. And he goes to me, Dean, you done some air conditioning. Is this yours? Slid me a photo of that. Yeah, it's my unit. Yeah, we installed that.
Has he got this from social media?
Got this off our Instagram. I couldn't figure out what was happening, yeah? So I'm like, yeah, that's my unit. He went, is this your unit as well? This was taken 3 seconds later or something like that. And I was like, bang, there it was. The big dildo sticking on this aircon unit.
Amazing.
And I just didn't know what to do.
I bet your heart's gone.
It did. I just found it funny. Like, I'm in a really intense situation. He's just thrown a dildo across the table at me on my aircon unit. And I just found the funny side of it because it weren't like we was working in a church.
Yeah.
We was working in a sex shop.
Right. So there's no context to the picture being lobbed over.
But he said it as in a way like, Dean, you on your website, it says you treat everybody's home like it's your own.
They've literally pulled your pants down, haven't they?
I was like, whoa. I said no. We was working in a sex shop and it's a bit of banter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loved it. The viewers loved it. Everyone was going mad on my Instagram.
And they would have known that in the edit when they're knocking that, or even when they're bringing in the
they just found it funny. They just wanted to shut me up. I think because they knew, right? I went into that. My business plan's solid.
Yeah.
They couldn't pick any holes. It's a running business. This is the numbers. This is the figures. This is what we do.
Yeah.
They couldn't find any holes. So what are they going to do? They're going to just embarrass me.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are.
But if it weren't for me, like messing it up, as soon as I sat in that chair, I just went blank.
Did you?
It's never happened to me before. I just went completely blank and I couldn't get my words out.
So you're sat, how big? Just this far? And what sort of crew have you got here? The film crew?
It's about 50 people.
There's loads of people that side.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there going, this would be fucking good.
They was all laughing. When he's throwing the photo across, I could hear them all giggling. I'm like,
brilliant.
I just had to have a little chuckle myself. It was funny. It's good. It's TV gold.
And how long is that bit with that guy? How long is that? How long are the interviews?
Probably about half hour.
So that's half hour with each person on full on.
There's a lot. There's a lot that goes on in that interview. Obviously, you see like snippets of it, but it is what it is.
What else are they asking in that then? Can you say?
Loads of things. Just everything.
Just
about
going
your
through
business.
your.
Yeah, everything about your business, what your goals are, what's your turnover for this? They're asking all the figures, break it down, and there's loads of stuff that they're asking. But yeah, they're just going to show the mix, make
Yeah,
of
course they are. The TV gold bit. So you've come out of there, and then you go back to where the other 4 are.
Yeah.
And you're, how'd you get on in there? Yeah, all right. It's that poker face, isn't it?
No, I weren't. I was very honest.
Right.
I just said, look, that's the most embarrassed
done
I've
me with a
ever
dildo.
been in my life, you know? And I think we was all honest. No one come back saying that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them.
Yeah.
But we was all sort of honest.
And did you get on well with everyone? Was it a good group that you had?
It was a very good group.
Yeah.
It was a very sort of different group, mixed bag.
Yeah.
You know, but very good people.
Because we've had Liam on, obviously you got his workwear on. We had
Yeah.
Liam on here. And I remember when I think the lineup come out for the show and we was like, fucking hell, Liam's on.
Yeah.
And then obviously you come on and I think Al messaged me and he went, oh, there's, you know,
two of them.
Dean. Yeah, there's two of them on there, two of the boys on there. So, yeah, so you got on really well with everyone in there.
Yeah,
I suppose being in that house for 3 months.
You do. You have a good bond with these people. You go through this unique experience with each other.
Yeah.
So you're joined for life.
Yeah.
You know, whether you like it or not, you've had this mad experience with each other and you can always relate to each other. Because they're the only people that know what you've been through.
Yeah.
So they're the only ones that can relate.
And you
to
know when they come back, do you have no clue who's coming back through that door?
No clue.
So you're like, oh, fucking hell, they've gone.
No clue. But this is where you start listening. So when they're coming through, they're thinking, I know they're coming through, and you listen out for heels or shoes, and then the suitcases. You're trying to look through the gaps, see the suitcases. You can't, but yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah,
not knowing who's going to come back.
Yeah, I bet it was a really good. You build up that thing 3 months with those people. So I assume you lot have got a big WhatsApp group chatting away to each other.
Yeah, we've got a WhatsApp group.
How intense is the film? We've done that. What was the biggest misconception from how it was edited? You know,
probably the interview with Mike, really.
Right, yeah, with no context with that picture.
Yeah, no context with the picture. I felt like I smashed the interviews. I know I sort of crumbled at the start, but I did redeem myself.
Yeah.
But obviously you already see me crumble.
And you felt good coming out of them?
Yeah. I felt good.
At that point, did you go, I reckon?
Yeah. I thought I got a good chance of winning this year.
Yeah.
But I had that mindset the whole way through. The whole way through, I actually thought, like,
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you did have really driven.
I think you have got to.
Can you see people that are like, without naming anyone, I don't think they're going to...
Yeah.
The pressure's going to get to them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're sort of weighing everyone up. Same as what they're doing to you. Everyone's sort of weighing each other up. You're figuring each other out. Because at the start, you're all strangers.
Yeah.
No one knows each other.
Yeah.
So you're figuring out who these people are, what they can do, what they're good at.
What their strengths, weaknesses.
What their strengths and weaknesses are. But they're also trying to do that to you, and then they're trying to chuck you under the bus. And
Mate, I bet it is properly intense for 3 months.
Yeah.
Even on the tasks, you know, when they do the task and they're throwing each other under the buses left, right and centre on the phone calls.
Yeah.
You know, back in the boardroom. You said it weren't my decision.
It happens.
Is that all... Obviously, it is real because they couldn't put it out. But is it... You come away, you've been thrown under the bus or you've put someone... You know, you've been fighting your corner. And you're back at the house. Is there like a... Oh, you fucking had me over there.
There is and there ain't. You can't bring it back to the house. You just got to remember, look, what happens on task stays on task. If you end up bringing it back to the house, it's only going to go one way.
Yeah. It's
You know,
gonna
that's
be
not a good thing.
environment,
Yeah,
innit?
no one wants that. Everyone wants to come back to the house and reset.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what you don't do.
Yeah.
Because if you go work, you have a bad day, you go home. Yeah. Spend it with the family,
Yeah.
come back to the next day, you're fresh.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
Yeah,
you're going back to the house.
Yeah, you're around everyone all the time.
You've got 18 people around you. And that's what I'm saying. Your social battery's just getting drained as well as your just normal battery.
Yeah, I struggle around a lot of people that big personalities.
Yeah.
You know, I like to think I'm quite a big personality. I can hold my own. But you go into a room and there's 6 people in there with big personalities. I'm like, I'll let you battle it out.
Yeah.
And I'll see how the land lies at the end of it. Yeah. And I suppose in a house with that many egos.
Yeah.
Isn't do you know what I mean? Not in a horrible way, but there's 12. How many contestants? 18. There's 18 egos.
A lot of big characters, a lot of big personality.
A lot of peacocking.
And you're sort of you're fighting to get your words in and your points across.
Yeah.
Which is also hard.
Yeah.
You know.
And what about talking in front of people like you had to do at the end of the presentation? Have you done that before?
No, never done anything like that. The only time I've ever spoken in front of an audience is at my wedding for my speech.
Yeah.
And
that's usually your mates and you're pissed anyway.
That's it. Up there, I was petrified.
Really?
I've never done anything like it, and I knew like I've got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
There's no choice. I was sort of backed into a corner. I've got to get on that stage, and I've got to pitch.
And is that filmed in one take?
That's film one take.
Yeah, it's not like we'll go again because you've
none
got
of that. That's
them
live,
people in front of
live
you.
audience. Like there's everything that happens.
Yeah.
And I just went onto the stage. To be fair, I got onto stage and I looked down and I froze for it felt like a minute, but it was probably like a split second because nobody realised.
Time stopped.
Felt like it went bang, just stopped. And I thought, I'm in trouble here. I can't freeze. Like, this is the only time I can't freeze. So
Not now, Dean, not now.
I just started walking. I turned on the stage and just started walking up and down. And then I started talking.
Yeah, I remember seeing a clip now.
Yeah, and I was walking and talking, and it just come naturally. I was cracking jokes, had them laughing, and it was so good. Yeah. And then I come off the stage, and I was buzzing. I was so happy.
Like a high.
Yeah.
You get why these musicians love that stage presence.
It's unbelievable. I did really enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's something I was petrified
in front of people that, it would be, that sort of scenario. So you've come to the end of it. That day, how long is that last day? You know, when there's just the 2 finalists left. Is that a full day of filming?
So that was 2 days.
Right, okay.
So you do your gala and then you do the boardroom.
A day after each other? It's literally that quick?
Yeah. Yeah, because this is where the candidates come back to the house as well. So they're all back at the house living with you.
Yeah.
And you got the boardroom in the morning, which is intense, mate.
Is it? Is that the worst?
Yeah.
Worst but best bit, I suppose.
It is, yeah. You miss it. You come away
from it. Do you miss that boardroom?
I miss everything about it.
Do you?
The whole show.
Yeah.
Miss everything. You know, it's so exciting. And it's stuff you're never going to get to do again. So you just got to absorb it and take it all in when you're there.
You appreciated it when you was doing it, or was it too stressful?
Yeah, I was struggling too much. In there. And towards the end, I was drained. I was exhausted. I was done. I was thinking, I don't know if I can actually do this.
Right.
And I knew my wife was struggling at home.
Yeah.
It was taking its toll on the kids. So it was hard. And we did have a conversation. Is it worth me staying in?
Right, okay.
Like, do you want me to come home?
How far into it was this then?
There was a few conversations.
Was there?
Yeah. One very early on.
Right.
Like, very early on.
And who talked who off the roof then? Did the missus say to you, Dino, you got to
I think we both sort of just said to each other, look, we're in this now. We just got to do it. You know, you got to deal with what you're doing at home. I've got to deal with what I'm doing with here. And we was both struggling, and it was hard for us both. Yeah,
I can imagine. And that's probably the side that people who watch it don't see, is the I didn't know it was that long. I didn't know it's 3 months. It's the 3 months away from your family, your kids, you know, first and foremost, but also your business.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting your trust into Alex, who you've got, 100% trust with anyway.
Yeah. But you're trusting him with your life. I trust him with my life daily anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't make no difference to us. But yeah, it was all good.
So the end obviously went in your favour. You won it. Hats off to you. So what happens after? Is it so that afternoon at the end of the filming, you're hired. What happens then? Like, give us the 24 hours after that.
Yeah. So that's the time when you get to go home.
Oh, okay.
So after the final boardroom, you get hired. You're in your taxi and you go home.
Straight away. Decompress.
Yeah. But I got told this before I went into the final boardroom, and that's all I could think about.
Really? That's on your mind, the missus, the kids?
So one of the people there, they said to me, look, Dean, like, your taxi's there. I was like, bang, that's all I can think about. I'm going home in a minute. I'm getting home. And
before you've even gone in?
Before I went in, yeah. And it sort of caught me off guard, and I was just struggling in the last boardroom, as you probably see. I struggled. Yeah. Again, I just got stuck on my words, and meant to be giving it this big passionate speech. I was just empty, just running on empty.
But I think sometimes that's quite nice to see, because it's a human side.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's pressure. You know, he Alan Sugar would have been under pressure at some point. So when people can see that little bit of
your weakness,
a weakness, it's a little chink in your armour, but it's not. I think that's a bit of a character thing.
Yeah,
because you're passionate.
It shows you're real, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Shows you're a real person. You know, I've got emotions, which I didn't realise I had until I went on the show, because it's a
pressure cooker, isn't it?
It is.
So you've come out of there, you've been hired, you're in the taxi, you're back home with Mrs. Kids, brilliant time. What happens then? You know, your day or a couple of days with the missus. What is the Apprentice bandwagon then?
Yeah, so
what happens?
Again, I don't know if I can say these
things.
Right,
okay. Yeah. You'll have commitments, won't you? You'll have commitments with TV shows, radio shows, all that sort of stuff. And
you have to do all the TV side of things. You know, you go on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah.
You're doing all the radio shows.
Again, you haven't done stuff like that. Good Morning Britain. Is that like?
Yeah, never done anything like that. And it's mad.
And that's going to be completely different to what you've just done because that's live.
Live TV is different, mate. There's a lot of pressure on live TV.
Are you shitting yourself doing that?
Yeah. I think it's normal to shit yourself.
I think if you're not scared, some things it shows you complacency.
Yeah,
you've got to be scared because it fires you.
Yeah,
it does. You.
It does, and you're trying something different, you know, and that's what I think is exciting.
What's the worst that can happen? They're going to flick the feed off and go. Let's go to an advert. Do you know what I mean?
But that's it. You overthink things, and you start to panic and get yourself built up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to do it. You just got to do these things because these are once in a lifetime things.
100%.
And I've enjoyed every bit of it. So every single bit of it.
So you've done that. You've done your little commitments afterwards that you have to do contractually and all that.
Yeah.
So when did you go back to ADL?
Straight away. I was straight back into it because I knew what was going to come.
Yeah.
So I'm now preparing.
Of course, no one knows. I keep forgetting. Well, no one knows at this point.
No.
So you can't tell anyone, can you?
No. You can't.
Obviously, coming out when you initially come out, there's 6 months or so before it's aired. Can you say much about that or not? Okay. So. I suppose I can say they'll finish filming and then there'll be a period, let's say 6 months, where you can't tell anyone. So you've gone back to work. How did you get on, Dean? Can't say.
Yeah.
Just cracking on.
It was a big weight to carry around.
Yeah.
And that's why I sort of couldn't wait for it to start airing because then you can start, people know, and you can sort of relax a bit and the weight's getting lighter. Because
it will already be filmed and done before Joe Bloggs has even seen it.
Yeah.
So then you're going to customers' houses and they're going, I've seen you on The Apprentice.
Yeah.
And I bet that was strange, wasn't it? Because I suppose you've finished your filming and it's died down. You're going back to normality, but you know that.
Yeah. And so you know what's going to come. You're just trying to prepare for everything that's about to happen because you know it's just going to go crazy.
Yeah. And then it's aired, it goes out. Can you say much after that?
Yeah. So when it's
gone out and the process, so you're getting... people come up to you. I see you on The Apprentice. All that side stuff.
Yeah, that's all great. I love people coming up to me and talking to me about it because I would do the same.
So you're approachable. If 100%. Someone comes up, someone sees you, come up, have a picture.
Come up, ask me what you want to ask because I would be the same. Exactly that. Yeah. So I love it. Yeah. I love talking about it and I love having selfies with people.
Fair play to you. So the finals come out and then you're thrown into the limelight then.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah.
So the finals come out, thrown into the limelight. You're going on this morning, and you're going on radio shows.
Yeah.
So you're being pulled away from ADL again.
Yeah.
So,
but this is a good thing about having a business partner you trust. Alex knows that I've got to go and do these things because it helps him as well.
Yeah.
It's helping us all.
Yeah.
So it ain't just like I'm benefiting from it.
It's another part of the job, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. The roles are now changing. Alex is sort of running the business when I can't. And I'm bringing in a lot more work and doing all these mad things to get us all into these positions.
And have you noticed a climb in your business inquiries off the back of The Apprentice?
Yeah, it's been mega.
Through normal Joe Bloggs, or is it more celebrity-based people coming in because they've seen you and they sort of trust that circle?
Yeah, it's sort of a mixed bag, really.
Yeah,
I've had a few celebrities. But yeah, a lot of people that have watched the show have had me in their mind, and then we've had this massive heat wave.
Yeah.
So that for us has just been insane. That mixture combined, it's only going to go one way. So we've just been working our socks off, all of us, the whole of my team.
So how many people you got on for you now then?
There's 14 of us in total, and every single one of them was pulled together. Yeah. Every single one of them is literally just working 7 days a week. Some of them it's like full blown. At the moment.
And you were saying you got 9 engineers, is that right?
Yeah.
And you were saying the lads that you got working with you, they're good, solid lads.
Yeah.
That you've known each other years and you've worked
they're people
together.
I trust, These, like you're saying, we're working in people's houses. I've got to trust this person with my life if they're going into someone's house.
Yeah.
And I trust every single one of them. Every single one of them are great at what they do. They're clean, they're tidy, they're good with the customers. It's just a winning combination.
Yeah. So what does Lord Sugar bring to your business now then? Because you win £250,000
Yeah, you win the £250,000. That's your investment.
Yeah.
But he helps out the business as well.
Right.
You know, the things where we were struggling with before, he's sorted
such
out.
as what?
So
what's he helping
even
with?
like website.
Okay.
We've never really had a website.
Right.
So now we've got a good website where you can go on, receive a quote, inquire, and it all comes through to us. Like the marketing side of things, the advertising, that's what they're sorting out. The accounts, they're sorting out all that side of things. So they're sorting out all the stuff in the background, what you're not seeing.
Yeah.
So it's really good what they're doing.
Does he have much input into your business or not?
Yeah.
Can he go, Dean, I think we should try this, that and the other?
Yeah, I think at the moment, like because we're doing so well, it's just sort of letting it run because we don't need any help at the moment.
Yeah.
I think if we did need help, it'd be there if we needed it.
So do you want to scale it up again now?
Yeah.
To what? Where do you want to be? I hate this question because it's
I
so
know,
cliche. Where
where
do you want to be in 5 years?
Who knows? Who knows?
You haven't got a point that you want
I've
to
not
go
got a
to.
point.
You're just going, let's take the roof off.
I'm just going to see how far I can go with it.
Because you want to be the biggest. I've got it here. You want to be or you said at one point you wanted to be the biggest air conditioning company in.
Yeah, I think with aircon, there's not a household name that you think of. You
No,
know, with
there's
your
not, you're
plumbers,
right. Yeah,
you've
you're
got
right.
Pimlico, you
Yeah.
know, you've got the big brands.
Yeah.
There's no one out there
Is
doing
there
air
no
conditioning.
standout company yet?
Exactly.
Is that where you want to be? You want to be. You think aircon. How fucking cheesy is that? You think aircon, you think of you, but you want to be that.
Yeah, why not?
That signature name.
Why not?
Yeah,
and that's what I say to everybody. Why not?
Yeah, and that's I suppose what he can give you that net to cast out. He's got the right connections here, there, and everywhere, and his team.
Exactly that. He's got a very good team around him, and we're using them as and when we wish. So.
Can you literally just lean on them when you want?
If you needed to.
That's mega.
And that's what the great thing about it is.
So now you've done The Apprentice, that side of it, the TV side of it, is that something you want to go down again or not?
I'm not a TV person.
Right. I'd beg to differ. I think you come across really well on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you've got that sort of, again, that sort of cockney wheeler dealer. Everyone likes that cheeky chappy thing.
Yeah.
But I think yours is the business-minded version of it.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't say no to it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I really did like it. But for me, it was more about the business and doing well with the business.
Yeah, that's your number one priority and always will be.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I respect that. Yeah, so I've put here, would you want to do more TV? So your social media side, off the back of this, it must have blown up.
Yeah.
Again, because you had a good social media presence anyway.
So we had a good air conditioning social media. I didn't even have my own personal one.
Right, okay.
I've never had one.
Right.
Until I went onto the show, I come off the show.
Is that something they have?
One.
Oh, do they not say you have to have one?
No, but they recommend it.
Yeah, of course
it's just a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah.
People are going to be looking into you and people want to know about you and your journey.
Yeah.
So I created the Instagram just after coming back and I think I've got about just under 30,000 followers now.
Yeah.
Which is mad, really, if you think about it.
But it gives that personable, like again, like podcast gives an inside info into you.
Yeah.
That, everyday family kid. Depends what people want to put on. Like with mine, I've got my business Instagram and my personal Instagram. Never really mix them.
Yeah.
But social media wise for you, is there thoughts of going the YouTube way with it or giving a behind the scenes sort of stuff? Or
not really.
No.
There's no plans like that.
Right.
Like a lot of the other contestants, they've got really big followings on TikTok and stuff like that.
Not for you, that's
not me.
You want to keep the business properly on track, professional wise. Yeah. No, fair play, because a lot of people would go, I've been on The Apprentice, I've got some clout now. Yeah. Let's properly ride away. No, I like that.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm not changing who I am.
Yeah.
So I think I just got to stay true to who I am.
Yeah, no, fair play to you.
See me on TikTok tomorrow doing a dance.
Oh, mate. Fucking hate TikTok. So, right, I've done what's next for ADL. Yeah, we've done. I've literally ticked off exactly where I want. What about you? I know you had some questions. Nothing? We ticked them all off?
I think I'm good, yeah.
All good. I've gone through Al's questions.
I think the main thing I wanted to know was what you got out of it from the Apprentice, like what you got, but you just answered that.
Yeah.
What personally, like as the journey?
No, financially.
Oh,
250 grand.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can cut all of this, to be fair, because you were already really profitable anyway, weren't you?
Yeah.
It's a solid standalone company.
To be fair, I didn't watch it all, but I watched bits of it, kept up to date on it, and I was like, you're already so profitable. You got a really successful business.
Why are you here?
What are you doing here? You don't need to lose equity.
I think the reason I was there is because you get to a point in your business, where you are sort of just a sole trader. You're just working for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's where we was. And I felt like we was doing really good. We had a really good thing. It's just taking it to the next level. Where that's where I felt like I might need a bit of help, a bit of guidance. And that's essentially what's happened. And it's allowed us now to both come off the tools and run the company. So it's a bit different from working for the company.
Oh, is Alex off the tools as well?
We're both off the tools. Yeah, so Alex is out doing all the site surveys, doing all the quotes, doing all the invoices, like doing a lot.
Yeah.
And we've actually now got a new sales guy that we've taken on, and then we've got the engineers. We didn't have engineers before. So that's what I'm saying. We was just working for ourselves as such.
So how are you nationwide now then? Or you?
No, not yet.
Just London?
In and around the M25,
out.
sort of probably 100 miles of the M25 is what we would cover.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier and quicker to go 100 miles than it is to go into the city.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we can go from here to London in an hour. I was down there Tuesday doing some bits, and it was, an hour there, and then it's 2 hours just getting around that M25. It blows I've said this so many times on here, it blows my mind how tradespeople work in London. You travel 4 miles to get some bits, and it's an hour and a half. You lose your parking, blows my mind.
You're paying how much?
Yeah, before you've even done anything.
You got the congestion charge, you got low emissions charge, you got all these different charges, the toll, everything, the tunnels. Every tunnel you go through now in London, you got to pay. It's getting harder.
Yeah, it's not stopping anytime soon, is it?
No.
So what do you do then, Dean, to decompress? What's Dean away from work and away from the apprentice chat and all that?
To be fair, I haven't even done anything.
Have you not?
Since, really. It's just always been I'm at work or I'm with the family.
Right.
That's it.
There's no golf or...
Well, I used to play a lot of golf.
Right.
I love golf. I need to get out and play some more.
Yeah.
Because, you do sort of end up losing yourself a bit, where you are so focused on your work and your family life. You sort of lose who you are. So I do need to get back out, start doing
Socially.
a few more things, for myself.
So I bet now with everything that you've done, you do get invited to things
Invited
like
to
that.
Loads of things.
Yeah.
But again, this probably goes back to sort of changing who you are.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to these things normally, so why would I go to them now?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said with that. You're just still grafting on. It hasn't changed you. It would change a lot of people. We've all seen it, how it changes people, how fame changes people. But, fair play to you for just sort of going, no, work, missus,
It's what matters to you.
Are you wasting time? I think that some of you probably are, and I have a solution for you. Nobody wants to do any type of admin. Now, I have a solution for you, and it is called Tradify. It's a fully automated job scheduling, invoicing, and quoting all in one place. Now, that software is going to save you 12 hours a week, and all by using a simple software solution. Now, you can try it for 2 weeks, absolutely free, no cards needed, and you'll even get support in person from Tradify themselves. Now, when you're done, you can always come back to me and thank me, but just enjoy the extra 12 hours that you're going to gain from just using the software.
Okay, so just sort of going to wrap it up then. What advice would you give someone coming into the air conditioning business, because we spoke off camera that it's sort of like the underground trade. People don't seem to know of air conditioning people. I get people come to me, you're an electrician, plasterer, carpenter, but I don't think I could go through my phone now and get an aircon guy. So that's up here in the Midlands. Possibly down where you are, it's a very
sort of
rife.
niche trade, where I think now people are realising you do need air conditioning.
Because our summers are getting longer, Dean, aren't they?
Summers are getting really long. The winters, they're just so short at the minute. But no, I think a lot of people are now realising that it is a trade and we are going to need it in the future.
Yeah.
It's not a luxury no more. It's an essential. You need it at your home. And I think people's lifestyles are also changing.
Yeah. Oh, we was talking off camera earlier, and I said about the whole introduction of underfloor heating 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a trend.
It is a trend.
I remember fitting it years ago, and people were like, oh, it was a massive thing, you know.
Yeah.
Steve would have it in his barn conversion. He'd go
That's
down
it.
the golf club and go, oh, have I got underfloor heating? And they'd all have it.
Yeah.
Whereas air conditioning, maybe a few years ago, was that, but it's becoming...
Yeah. It's becoming like, oh, my neighbour's got it.
Yeah.
Why ain't I got it?
Yeah.
And then they're
Is that
now
because
they're
it's becoming
interested.
more affordable?
It is affordable. It's not as expensive
So
as what people think.
let's say a stand. I know you can't standardise it, but a standard 3-bedroom detached house, 2 bathroom ensuite. What would you be at? Can you talk figures that way?
Yeah, so you're looking at anywhere between £1,500 and £2,000 per room.
Yeah.
So if you've got a 2-bedroom house,
Fitted, done.
all in. But what you've got to realise is it's an investment.
Yeah.
You will see your return on that. You will save your money on your energy bills, and essentially you can use it for heating.
I was going to say a lot of people don't. Even
Don't
in
know
cars, people still, even in cars, don't use their aircon. In the winter, they turn the aircon off because they think
Yeah.
don't do heating.
Yeah, well, that's my thing that I say to people is, if you was to go and buy a new car now, would you buy a new car without air conditioning?
Yeah, you're right.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
Yeah.
But 10 years ago, that was like
It
a
was an
massive
optional
extra.
extra, wasn't it? Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It was like, oh, that's an extra £2,000.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think
You're
twice
right there.
about it now. And that's how homes are going to be in
That's
the
a
future.
really simple analogy of it, isn't it?
Exactly that.
Yeah. So advice to people coming into air conditioning, or advice to people wanting to do something into TV?
Yeah, I think getting into the aircon game, I think it's future proof. You know, the industry is only going one way. So I think you're better off getting in as quickly as you can. You might struggle to find a college course because that is a problem at the moment.
Is it? The training
so,
side of it?
Yeah, so me and Rob Lawton, we're looking into this, and we're going to be speaking to colleges about getting more classes, getting more tutors, and having it as a, like you got the electrical ones and your plumbing ones.
Yeah.
You know, they're regular. Air conditioning is a bit of a niche, and there's only a certain amount of colleges that are offering it.
Right.
So we're going down to colleges. We're going to be speaking to them.
Yeah,
about
Rob's
that.
quite good at getting the colleges involved and stuff like that. So, yeah, fair play. I like that.
So we're going to be doing a lot of things like that. And I think, yes, I won't be involved in it if I didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
So I think get involved.
And what about the TV thing? If someone's thinking, oh, I fancy The Apprentice next year.
Go for it. It's the best thing you'll ever do, but it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. It is great fun. Don't get me wrong. It's like mentally and physically challenging.
Yeah.
So you need to bear that in mind.
3 months away from everything.
Yeah. But it's worth it.
But you enjoyed it massively. Obviously, even taking away winning, just being part of that process.
You've got to think 80,000 people have applied for this show, and one person wins it.
Yeah. Do you sometimes go, fucking hell, I won that?
Yeah, all the time.
What was your favourite
Task. Yeah, so my favourite task was episode 3.
What was that one?
It's the discount buy-in.
Right, okay. So what did you... I'll put my hands out. I haven't seen it. So what did you buy?
You get a list of random objects, and then you got to run around. Yes. It was only around here, actually.
Oh, you did it in
Stratford upon
Stratford
Avon.
and that, didn't you?
Yeah. So we done it at Stratford upon Avon, and we was running around getting a load of Shakespeare products and stuff like that, wine and pens and stuff. But that was like when I've always watched a show before I went on to it. That's the task for me.
That's the one they usually do abroad, don't they? Or they have done it abroad. I've seen it where they've gone, or they go to like France and they've got to get. It might not be all of them, but I know they've done a couple of times when they've gone abroad. But I know the one you mean.
But that's always been the one I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I put myself forward, and everyone backed me, and we got to win.
What can you remember? What you had to get?
Aphilia.
What's that?
Where would you start with that?
Aphilia. Aphilia? Nath, do you know what an aphilia? Do you know what it is? No, Jack, do you know?
Sounds like
You're quite cultured. He's upper middle class. You'll know.
Right, you got to get 12 of them as well, if that helps.
12 Aphilia.
Pens? I'm just thinking of Shakespeare.
No, because I've said pens, but I did say it.
Oh, okay.
I did say it.
Oh, pens and Shakespeare stuff and pens.
Go on.
It's a wine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
What was the other ones? Boat hook.
Yeah, fairly straight. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what a boat hook is. What was the other ones? There was some.
They chuck some random ones in there,
what
don't
was
they?
the shoes? Concave shoes. Concave shoes.
You got concave feet, Nate, haven't you? A concave shoe?
Yeah.
What? I assume that's not just a normal shoe.
So, what do you think that is? Because I thought what? This made me sound a
Shoe
bit
with
silly.
a sole like that.
Yeah.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
Well, I was thinking it's the opposite. You know where the
Okay,
toe curls
convex.
up, but that's a
Oh,
convex.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right, because that's what I'm going. That'd be the pointy shoes would
Yeah.
flick up at the end.
Jester shoes or whatever.
Concave is in, isn't it?
Concave is in because it's a cave, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's how I remember it
concave
from
is like
school.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Concave shoe.
Horseshoe,
Just a normal horse.
2 horseshoes.
Concave shoe.
Never heard of it before.
That's what does you, isn't it?
Yeah,
But that was your favourite task.
yeah.
Smashed
That was
it.
a favourite one. And a quail.
you
You
led-
know what a quail is?
Quail's egg.
No.
A quail. It's a bird. Is it a bird?
Quail or quill? Quill.
Quill's a pen.
Quill's a pen.
That's
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
yeah. Quill with a nib, and that's what threw me.
Yeah.
I was like, nib? And I was
That's
like,
the tip, isn't it?
I think that stands for number in box as well. Made myself a right tit like that.
Love it.
But
Yeah, that was your favourite one. But no, honestly, Dean, loved having you on. Massive insight into it. I know some things you couldn't go too far into, but everyone just... Do you get people constantly wanting to know about it?
yeah. You do though, don't you? It's,
Yeah.
it's sort of the unknown. You know, it's people don't know these things until they ask.
Yeah. And it's like I said, when you've done the interview and there's 50 people behind the camera.
Yeah.
You know, in the boardroom, how many... You got you and Lord Sugar and
Yeah.
Karen Bailey. How many crews here?
Yeah, so there's a camera crew each side, but you can't really see them.
Right.
You know, in the boardroom it's different. It's all one take. It's all off the cuff. What happens, which I loved. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the boardroom in itself is a scary place to be.
It's just intimidating as soon as you walk through the door. It's not a set then, it is actually in a... Okay,
No
cut that.
comment. No
Alex,
comment.
Alex, cut that.
No comment.
So the boardroom's dead cool. Intimidating. Wicked. Right, anyway, I've took up enough of your time, Dean. Massive thank you for coming down.
Thanks for
coming
having me.
up. I know it's been a bit of a journey for you. Loved having you on. As always, if you've enjoyed this episode of Trade Legends, give it a subscribe on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify, all the decent podcast outlets. And yeah, get more guests on. Like Dean, so big shout out. Thanks for coming on, mate.
No, thanks for having me.
Nice one. Cheers.